Hey, what's up, team? This is Eddie Gray, and today we're going to be recording guitars inside of live loops. I'm showing you how I like to generate ideas. Perhaps that'll give you some ideas on how you can do it. Now, I'm going to be recording with the Gibson through the Kemper going into Logic. You can do it however you want, but I just figured I would show you my workflow so we can get into it. You ready? All right. The first thing I like to do is I go in the Kemper and I just type in some kind of adjective that works. So in this case, blues rock. And then after I find some sounds that work, I'll stay on that screen. And then, of course, just start to fiddle around with all the various presets to figure out what works, what's in line. So I was thinking of a riff like this. Now, some of you know I'm a composer-producer out here in LA, and I work in the music licensing field. I produce artists and stuff like that too, but a lot of my bread comes from that specific field. So I got to be able to work quick to keep generating deals, clients, etc., right? So I found some sets here that sound pretty good. I'm happy with them. And so then now we go into the sound creation process. I'm going to go ahead and open up Logic. And I'm going to hit Command N to generate the dialog window. So I'm going to hit New Project. I know the tempo is going to be something like and so once I get a ballpark, I'll stop there. This is in the key of A minor. If you don't know the key of your track, that's all right. And everything else is where I want it to be. I know there's an argument about 48 and 44, but this seems to be working for me right now. In terms of performance, don't really care about storage because storage is not really that expensive these days. So let's see, my Kemper is coming in through, let's see, input 3 and 4. So that is set up. You want to make sure your inputs and outputs are where they need to be, right? So for me, I'm like right here. Let me just check that this guitar is recording properly. One sec. Okay, so once you have everything set up, you want to make sure that you're in tune. I'm not saying you got to be completely perfectly in tune, but if you're not in the ballpark, what's going to happen is you'll try and play something back and it just doesn't seem to gel that well. There is an element of having it congruent, right? Making sure that it fits. So look, I'm inside of live loops. I can very well do this inside of the tracks area, but I want to change it up. I want something new for the workflow. I want to think about music in a different way. One of the reasons I like to do this inside of live loops is simply because I can record the ideas there and then. I don't have to wait and edit, create another track. It's just this seamless workflow. So on track number 1 here, I'm just going to call this main GTR, and then I'm just going to start recording. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to record into this cell. You can also use a key command or use a foot pedal to do that. Let me see, tempo's on point. Yeah, let's go ahead. All right, and then I want to create more takes in case I want to try something else out. This says cell length 7. That's because I played that incorrectly. So I don't want that to take precedence of my behavior. So maybe I'll move to a new cell and I'm going to record again. This time I'm going to tell Logic, hey, every single time we get to 4 bars, maybe I should do less. Let's do 2 bars. Then what I want to do is I want to record again. So basically creating a take folder inside of the live loops folder. So you want to determine the behavior in the cell inspector. Okay, so this has a big part with how the cell actually behaves. So again, Option R, here we go. Okay, so let's see in effect how many times it's recorded. We just updated to 10.6, and it looks like we can now use the zoom tool, which I love inside of here. Can do that before. So this is good. This is working. Let's listen to it. 2, 3. So to be honest, that was like a perfect performance, picture perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. I like that a lot. What about a B section, right? You got to start thinking about a B section now. So I could do something else, or I can elaborate on that idea, or perhaps now create another track by double clicking in the track header and record enabling this by hitting Control R, or just hitting the little R button there. And that's telling Logic, hey, track number 2 is about to record now, okay? So I'm going to record into this, and then I'm going to play something over the other thing. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll play it an octave higher. I don't know. This is why I'm doing it, so I can generate new ideas. Think about it in a different way. Okay, so files are being analyzed. Why? Because inside of my smart tempo, option P, you can see that, well, I thought I had it on. I guess not. Well, the files were analyzed for flex time. It'll make your performance a little bit tighter. I think maybe I had it on here or something. I'm not sure how that happened and why it happened by itself. Maybe it's a new function in live loops, which I've yet to learn. So I know I like some of the stuff that was in there, but certainly not all of it. So I'm going to go ahead and play with the cell length. So click on the cell that's in question, and I'm going to change the cell length. I don't want the beginning. I want more of like the middle. So let's see if I could change this. Hold on. So we want to move this over. I would say somewhere in here I started to pick it up. Let's see if this sounds right. Okay, so that sounds pretty good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and call this second guitar. Now, I changed the humbucker, so I'm going to go ahead and just write humbucker. And that tells me that I changed the pickup to something else, right? So you want to keep, notes on this because don't have a name for this yet. So let me just kind of just call it rock for now. I can always change this later. All right, send that to the desktop. And you're trying to record the ideas, but you're also trying to stay organized. I follow an 80-20 rule. 80% of the time I'm on it, recording, doing something, staying active. Then 20% of the time, you're just trying to pick up all the pieces and make sure you stay organized. So I like this in general. I like the way that feels. Let's see if we can come up with some kind of B section. Be really simple, some basic turnaround. So what I'll do is I'm going to hit Command Return, or you can go to the bottom right, stop everything here, and then we're going to record into this cell now. Of course, this lane has to be Control R, record armed, and now you're ready to go. Okay. All right, so then now I'll record a B section here. Okay, that sounds good. Now, wait, I played that on the wrong pickup, so there's that to consider. Maybe I'll just move this one down, and then let's do that again. Yeah, that'll sound good. Just trying to create a little bit of contrast with these two performances, okay? That's kind of the goal. Okay, let's hear those together. I like the way that slid at the end. I'm going to record over this. Let's go ahead and record into this cell. All right, I can make that work. So I've got an A section. And I'm not that overly concerned with the quantize and how it all feels just yet. I mean, you could get into that if you wanted to. Go to quantize and, start playing with 16th note. Let's see what that would sound like. If you're going to do that, maybe. If you're going to do that, you should do it to the other one as well. So this would be 16th. Let's see if this feels a little better. The ending felt good. Beginning was a little bit staggered. We'll fix that later. So command return. Again, I'm stopping all cell Q. So right now you see they're flashing. They're basically ready to play back. I'm going to stop everything. So that works. That's all good. Let me go back to option and the tracks area. I'm going to hit C. Make sure my playhead is within this range, because when you are in the live loops, the playhead just kind of keeps going on and on. So option L. All right, let's see if we can get another idea going. Okay, we'll run with something like that. We'll go back up here. We're going to record into this cell. Okay, so something in there worked. I believe it's going to be somewhere over here. I'm not exactly sure, but we're going to try it out. Let's see, I have... Yeah, let's go with these last four. Hold on, I want to play just this part. So I'm going to change the start mark. Dude, I'm grabbing this thing over here. I want it to start here. So something that we should look at and distinguish is the loop start and the actual start. So I'm moving the actual start, and I'm going to see if this works for what I'm looking for. Okay, I heard a little bit of a click, but nothing that a crossfade can't solve. We're going back to the second guitar, and maybe I'll just double it. All right, let me hear that again. Actually, I'll just play with it. Here we go. Record, move down, option R. Hold on, I need to hear these at the same time. So this is a different thing here. Look, I'm going to cue this cell, which it already is in queue. And then I'm going to record into, hold on. I'm going to record into this cell. You see what I'm doing? I'm changing up the workflow. So now this cell is going to play as I'm recording in this one. And how do I know? Because it's queued. How do you queue something? Control click and it says either queue cell or dequeue it. And then right now I'll hit record into cell and this should all play together. Let's go. All right, so that last round probably worked the best. So I'm going to go here. That's the loop start. Here, let me click inside here. So you've got the loop starting at 11, but I want the actual start time, if you look at the cell inspector, to start here. Let's see if this works. Wait, so it's actually 2 of these. So it should be like that. Here we go. All right, team, I hope you enjoy it. So this is pretty much it. It's kind of the idea. You just kind of want to start putting ideas together and just working quickly. That's kind of the main thing is, you know, we get bogged down by technology, but no more. There's no excuses. We're living in a time where it's super fluid. It's just a beautiful thing now. So look, if you guys want to learn more in general, go ahead and visit hfmusicacademy.com. We have a bunch of great resources there. And if you want to learn about live loops, I have a live loops course. It's out in the market. You can find it on our website, hfmusicacademy.com. And you can also find it on the Graphy app. All right, guys, if you like the content, go ahead and like and subscribe. We love you very much. We appreciate you guys. And we're looking forward to bringing you more content soon. All right, guys, we're out of here.